New adventures bring new challenges. Even as the heat rises, dandruff and grease won't stand a chance. With new Clear Men, powered by Triple Formula technology. To eliminate dandruff, itch, and grease, gives you 8 hours of freshness and 100% dandruff-free hair. New Clear Men, 0% dandruff, 100% confidence.
Welcome back. You guys are just on time to catch Fnatic Onic going up against See You Soon. Welcome back to the Mid-Season Cup 2024. My name is Ophel. Alongside with me is Gideon as well as Wolf. We're going for a decider match. If Fnatic Onic wins 2-0, if they get a sweep, they will too qualify to the knockout stage.
Oh man, it's just back-to-back with these high-octane, high-stakes matches every single time. We're going to be seeing See You Soon walking in here, but I think that See You Soon, at this point of time, the odds are really stacked against them.
Yeah, really, you have to mentally reset from whatever penalty that was put on them. Obviously, that really hurts a lot with your mentality. That definitely will affect how they play today. But unfortunately, they have to move on real quick. They have to act quickly, otherwise Fnatic Onic will just destroy them in this match.
Well, honestly, in this matchup, we have to remind ourselves what people say about Fnatic Onic. Because of the new patches, Assassins being a hot community for all teams, this might be a forfeit. They might be back-to-back MSC champions because, frankly speaking, a lot of people are having the same opinion. This is Fnatic Onic's meta.
100%. I don't see a world where Fnatic Onic will struggle. Eventually, some team will figure them out, but I think that this is just their playground. This draft, meta game is their playground, especially because Coach Yeb is a type of coach, a drafter that likes to play it in a flexible manner, like picking up the Arlott, picking up the Edith, picking up Roger even. There's so many good flexes now, even Ruby comes into place. There are so many heroes that can be played in multiple roles that it kind of feels like when you're drafted against Fnatic Onic, you're always on a guessing game.
I think for a lot of teams, especially when we are at that top 1%, the real questions start to come down to, really start boiling down to where can we find these exploits, right? And usually, so far, we've basically been only seeing them on that blue side unless some teams get creative, but they also get punished heavily on red.
Yeah. We got to talk about this as a faded rematch here because Fnatic Onic as well as See You Soon, they met in M5. Fnatic Onic then was just Onic. They beat See You Soon 2-0. So See You Soon, this is their revenge match. But again, going up against Fnatic Onic, it's one of those teams that, you know, you want to defeat them, but it's easier said than done.
Wouldn't it be the ultimate story here without any support, no background support? It's just See You Soon raw, and they take this game 2-0 against Fnatic Onic. How much of a statement would that be?
That's a massive statement. I think it could happen. It's very difficult. I'm not saying that it will happen. It could happen. Especially because if you're just drafting as players, you're not really overthinking things. Yeah, you're just going to be playing like whatever it is that works for you. In a best-of-2 setting, in a match where you're almost guaranteed that, well, you're not almost, you're actually guaranteed to not get into the knockout stages if you don't win. Maybe you're just going to rely on your comfort picks, right? And maybe that is where more freedom comes in. Because sometimes, you know, coaches, they overthink stuff, especially when you're facing up against drafter like Mr. Coach Yeb. Mr. Coach Yeb, yeah. Raja Yeba. Maybe that is a little bit of an advantage. I wouldn't say that it is an advantage though. I still would prefer them for them to have their coaching staff. But at the same time, they can get something out of this.
So let me just say, just saying here, me and Wolf, we've had experiences drafting on stage, and trust me when I say you can definitely get inside your own head, and that can eat you out. It's like, oh, this, and it's like, oh, it's the obvious answer, and then we just get caught in our own trap.
I mean, the best answers are always the simplest of answers, right? There's no point going above and beyond unnecessarily, especially when you only have so many limited bands in the drafting phase anyways. I think for me, right now, I'm paying a close attention to whether or not CU Soon, their jungler, is going to be able to pop off this time around, right? Because usually when you get an assassin, you need a support system around it.
Yeah, there is this argument that can be made that maybe you can counter the assassins not by utility junglers, but actually fighters, which is kind of it's like a trinity, right? It's like fighters, assassins, and the utility junglers, right?
Honestly, I made that whole circle with tanks and marksmen as well.
Yeah,
Like tanks, good against.
He's not complicating things, right? We're just talking about how you should simplify things, and now you're overcomplicating it
Yeah,
again.
but you know, like you gotta always prepare, because in your mind it's always like, what if it's a Yeast and Chin?
Yeah.
What if it's a Granger? And trust me, it's happened to me before.
Yeah, for sure. But nevertheless, I think you have to really just, zoom out and just look at it in a perspective where it's just a utility jungler, quote unquote fighters, and then assassins. Maybe the fighters are the answers to the assassins. Like, but what actually falls into that fighter category, right? I'm thinking
Argus.
like, okay. Never, but I'm thinking like Cho, jungle, Julian. I think kind of falls into the assassins, right?
Well,
But it's more of a sustain,
Mage
right?
assassin.
Mage assassin to agree. I think I'm going to agree with Will. I think
Yeah.
it's closer to like a mage fighter more than
Exactly.
anything else, right? Because a lot of it just comes down to like, hey, even if you don't one-shot the person, you're going to use your enhanced auto attacks to make something happen or make something of yourself at that point. And that's where a good chunk is going to help. Warcry especially.
Yeah, that's right. And then you have Bane, which I would say will be put in that spot where, no,
No, I like Bane.
immediately shakes his head.
Hold on, Bane, War Axe, and then Thunderbolt. I believe that was MP the King's first two items.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
then just with those two items, he could 1v4.
There was one time where MP the King likes the Paquito jungle. Maybe that's
No, that's exactly what I was about to bring up, right? Paquito has been the usual answer to be like, oh, you want to play a squishy assassin like Ling or Hayabusa, and you get hit by 2 knockup strikes. You don't have the frames to get out of there with your quad shadow or even with the Blade of Tempest. You just die. You just explode.
Is there a fighter with iframes?
Benedetta. I think that's like the
Benedetta.
closest, but that's built into the kit more than anything else.
Benedetta is yeah.
Oh wait, technically Julian. Now that we
Julian,
categorized him, enhanced swords.
If I believe they're in the category of assassins, Benedetta plays in the EXP, but isn't it shit? Either way, for you guys at home, who are you guys picking for this match? Is it gonna be Fnatic Onyx? Is it gonna be CU Soon? Head on to stcplay.gg right now and lock in your predictions. We saw before 58% went for Slangery Giants, ended up being correct, and the 42% said it was going to Falcons. It's going to be very interesting to see how you guys are going to vote for this one. How much is going for Fnatic Onyx, and how much is going to be for CU Soon. With that, we got to ask, what is the favorites? Who is the favorites coming in?
Oh, definitely Fnatic Onyx. I think it goes without question. They're the defending champions. They were the M5 finalists that went 7 games against the eventual champions.
Yeah.
They dominated again in the playoffs of MPL ID Season 12. And day one, you saw how comfortable they are. So yeah, I think it goes without question. Fnatic Onyx are favorites.
Personally, for me, I'm going to say Fnatic Onyx as well, right? Usually early in the year, especially with the current meta, the way that it is as of right now, really benefits them. I mean, last year they tried to go for the Golden Road. This time around, they might be able to complete it.
By the way, fun fact. I'm
Sure.
sorry about this. This will be very quick. 2 days ago was the anniversary of when Kyrie and Coach were announced to be part of Onyx.
Oh, really?
2 years ago.
Okay, you know what? I actually legit didn't know that. But with that being said, the stakes are here. Fnatic Onyx, they win, sweep 2-0. They go on to the knockout stage. For CU Soon, it's going to be an uphill battle. But again, this is the team. If anyone could do it, it's definitely them. Before we start the matchup, we're actually going to have our stage host, Marquito, as well as Dude Sandstorm, to introduce the teams. Because again, if you don't know them, you can't love them. And with that being said, thank you very much, gentlemen, because you guys got to prepare. Once we see the draft, there is a lot of theory crafting that we have to see, especially for the side of See You Soon and for Fnatic Onyx. We got to see if there's any new interesting jungler picks coming in from Kyrie. We saw him debuting the Julian. Is there going to be another spicy pick that he's going to be picking up to go up against See You Soon, especially if See You Soon does end up picking up the Bing? With that being said, we're throwing over to the stage. So you know what? The Wood Sandstorm, as well as Maracino, it's your time to shine.
The Amazon Arena is set to welcome the teams that are playing in the second match of the day.
That is true. We have the reigning MSC champions here with us in Riyadh in the Amazon stage going up against the Cambodian Owls.
The Sky Kings are in great shape to defend their title as they dominated their last match. Now introducing Fnatic Onyx.
The four-time consecutive back-to-back champions of MPL Indonesia are looking to punch their ticket to the knockout stage by sweeping their opponents in their next game.
Now, if you notice the last game, it was very dominant. CW for their opening, well, he did a savage using his Beatrix. The question is, can CW lead his team once again this series?
If not, then maybe the three-time champion of MPL Cambodia can maybe get the chance to soar higher than the Sky Kings themselves here on this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Sooners all around, welcome! See you soon!
See You Soon just needs to get even one win. They just need to get a victory to continue their journey to see the world.
And the thing is, when we're looking at this matchup, it is quite an interesting matchup when we look at the gold lane. We're talking about Seoul, the MVP, finals MVP of MPL Cambodia, going up against CW, the finals MVP of MPL Indonesia. This is going to be one heck of a game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to start the second series of the day, so let's head on over to the studio. Take it away, boys.
Thank you very much. And now, we heard the host talking about the goal lane matchup here. Seoul going up against CW. CW, it's unfortunate. He never makes the first team. But the thing is, he's the finals MVP, man. He got a savage on the Beatrix. It's going to be very interesting looking at both goal laners for this matchup.
Yeah, I think he got angry for not being part of the first team.
I agree.
Because when he performed during the playoffs of during the finals, as well as the entirety playoffs of MPL ID, was spectacular. And I think he's going to pick up where he left off, going up against Seoul. And this time, I think you have to not play with pressure if you're Seoul going up against CW, because the CW and the entirety of Onyx, they can smell fear, you know?
They smell fear.
Yeah.
That's some nose they got.
I mean, it's not even just smelling, it's just having that game sense to know that somebody is underperforming, right? And I think the worst part about it, I think that Seoul can actually deal with JOSCW in lane. But the question is, are the outer factors, right? Who's going to be rotating over to that side of the map? Or are they going to just leave him on an island like we saw with the SRG match?
Yeah.
And now we're jumping straight into the draft. See You Soon is going to be first pick blue side, Fnatic Onyx. Second pick red side, Luyi. See You Soon already batted out for Fnatic Onyx. So now Fnatic Onyx has a free ban.
Wow.
And they use it to ban out the Bane.
Okay. Well, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not
Fnatic Onyx. I mean, like, with the Luyi being banned, I think we are eyeing for a Harith here for See You Soon. Especially because it's one of those meta heroes that can just fit in any kind of composition. But that leaves Roger also for the taking for Fnatic Onyx. Apart from that, it could be a very natural draft that we are going to see. Apart from the Bane ban, this all seems very, very... Oh, by the way, Ling is available? See You Soon. Are they gonna give that up?
I don't know. I think that maybe even MP the King might pick it up for himself.
Okay.
It really kind of depends, right? Because I do agree with you that probably if Roger or even Harith is up, that's going to be first pickable for the side of See You Soon.
Yeah.
But Fnatic can instantly reply. And most of the time, based on what we've seen so far, they don't pick up the Ling in first
Yeah.
rotation.
I don't want this to be like Harith and then Ling. Like Harith being picked up by See You Soon and then Ling by Fnatic on it, because that's a difficult scenario to be in. So I think See You Soon has put themselves in a spot where they have to first pick this Ling. Apart from that, maybe a Valentina could be a good opener, but that leaves Harith and Ling for Fnatic Onyx to pick up. So this looked to be really dicey. But then again, you don't have a choice if you're See You Soon, right?
Well, I think that See You Soon, they have been known to play a couple of pick-off
There's the Ling.
compositions before, right? So still, See You Soon, they're opting to go for the Ling, which passes the priority back over to Fnatic Onyx at this point of time. You think that this is going to be like early lockdown?
Yeah, like a Cho, for example.
Cho, Kaja.
Teresa's open. Fnatic Onyx, they also like Julian going up against See You Soon, against the Ling, so that could be a choice. It's also a flex, so Harith and Valentina perhaps for Fnatic Onyx, or Harith plus Julian, so that they can have that effect.
Can I say something that really shows our age?
What?
Back in my day, when the opponent picks up a Ling, you fight it with Lancelot,
Yeah.
right? That was so long ago. How the
So long
meta
ago.
have changed, and now they pick up the Harvey as well as the Edith, and again, very flexible. The Edith can go either Roam or EXP, so
Exactly.
a lot of options still up for Fnatic Onyx.
Hey man, back in my day, whenever you see a Harith, you have to pick Lunox on the opposite
Oh yeah,
side.
yeah. That's
Let's go even further back.
that's,
Yeah, that
A
was
good throwback.
F1 days.
Oh,
yeah. I love this answer coming up from See You Soon, going up the Valentina, then the Teresa, very standard pickup. All meta heroes for See You Soon. Nothing too fancy. I believe that amongst all of the mages that can match up against this Valentina, it's going to be the Julia. But in this
Ooh,
case, it's the Hayabusa. So yeah, that's how you enter the Ling. Fight fire with fire. Assassin on assassin battle we're seeing, boys.
Can we talk about how in this meta, Angela really has fallen off? Where now in the fourth day, we're not seeing a lot of Angela bans, and even when it's up, no one's really picking it up.
well, I don't know about this one, right? Because again, there's very good enablers, right? Good targets for the Heart Guard, and might be a consideration for See You Soon in particular. I don't know about Fnatic though, because then if Sans ends up playing the Angela, it's one of those like, oh, you have this great playmaking mid laner, and then he's put on an Angela,
Yeah.
similar to how Homeboys had to put Udil on the Angela.
And speaking, if See You Soon wants to make this Angela work, I think that they have to put their gold laner on a fighter like a Ruby or even a CC that Fnatic Onyx themselves have picked up. That's Angela CC, which is decent in the early game and then very good late stages. You have two vehicles now with the Ling as well as the CC. And CC also fares well versus the Harith, as we saw previously. CW played that matchup, and we saw how potent it is against the Harith in the lane. So that could be a potential. Nevertheless, it's very conditional, I would say. I think See You Soon will just revert back to traditional picks like maybe a Beatrix to match up the Harith, or maybe even a Lunox that we know that works already.
All of them very good options here.
Yeah.
Very, very good options. The fact that they got rid of the Grok does kind of give us an indication that maybe Fnatic wants to actually play the Pharsa.
Yeah,
on the
that's
road.
right.
I just don't know if it's going to be last pick or instantly first pick.
I think that's fourth pick because you keep the Edith in check when it comes to like you can play the EXP, you can play the Roam. Edith plus Pharsa also works so well. So and you already know that the Valentina was picked up anyway, so you're not that afraid about the counters. Another option is the Julian that I keep on saying. Gwyn. Wow.
Very interesting bans coming in from
Interesting
See You
ban.
Soon, because even I'm trying to wrap around my head as like, what is up with the Kadita ban? What is up with the Guinevere ban? Because both are showing lockdown. So
Yeah.
maybe these bans are specifically, you want to make sure that Seoul doesn't have a bad time where someone's just waiting. Oh, I get it. I see now. They're going to pick
Yeah.
up a marksman that can't pick up a Purify.
Yeah, Irithel.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Okay, not Irithel.
that's-
Beatrix
kidding.
probably. Because
Yeah, Beatrix, yeah, that's good.
both yours getting banned out. They're good against people that is forced
Yeah.
to use the Purify.
Okay, weird guess Ruby Angela or CC Angela. That's like the out-of-the-box perspective that maybe we can see from See You Soon. If we're going standard here, Beatrix looks
Yep.
really good as expected. And then maybe a Kaja perhaps so that you counter this Harith. You have that lockdown, that's great. Kaja plus
Cho.
Valentina, that's great too. Cho looks good.
That's
I agree. Okay.
Wow.
AoE instead.
Okay, interesting. Well, at least there is more application uses for the implosion rather than just like single target lockdown. It's interesting because at this point, honestly, both roamers are going to have to make some really critical decisions in these fights.
Yeah. So you're going up against the Xborg looks good. It's Arlott instead. They're going standard. Fnatic Onyx lineup are very, I would say, squishy, but at the same time very mobile. So it's gonna be all about damage.
It's going to be all about damage. Now that we've seen the draft is completed by See You Soon, as well as Fnatic Onyx. Here on the panel, Stan, we've done our job. And now, hopefully the casters, the hands are open because we're throwing it over to you.
Off cam as we may be, can confirm, LaFell, our hands are indeed open. Let's get into the game. It's Trex and Leo at your service for Fnatic Onyx versus See You Soon. And if you thought the metagame could not develop even further, just with a few picks here and there, a few bans, you can tell these two teams have studied each other very well.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Ling first pick from the side of See You Soon. Cover your bases. We got the respect ban pick. I mean, the respect ban Bane
As
pick.
as you should.
All over the place. I mean, and if we look at both drafts, I mean, 2 assassins, we got a year ahead of us. If things continue this route right now, we have quite the year ahead of us. Kyrie on Hayabusa, I mean, he was making this work even when it wasn't meta, so I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Here we go. Early aggression coming in from Fnatic Onyx. They are the aggressors. They have to be, given that they are defending their title here in the mid-season cup. Looking at the rest of the lanes, though. Harith versus Beatrix. Arlott versus Terizla. It's weird that in the jungle things have changed so much, but in the side lanes and even in the mid, things just seem to, like, you know, base on the past year and a half. Like, nothing has changed.
Yeah, I mean, EXP lane definitely in the tightest spot. Gold lane, we have like the Beatrix back a little bit. We have a few picks kind of leaking back in. They seem a bit more viable because at least 2 months ago, a lot of damage on to Soul there. Kyrie with just feeling it out. Oh, he's back. He's back. Oh, and the knock up from Keyboy, first blood, over to Fnatic Onyx.
Let it be known that not a level 4-less Hayabusa is enough to stop Fnatic Onyx from drawing first blood on a gold laner. Check this out. The feint here, the basic attack, and then Keyboy with the flicker, animation cancel into the Earth Shatter. That's
Doesn't get much cleaner than that.
That's 2 years worth of synergy right there.
2 years worth of synergy packed into about 10 seconds of a first blood, and I love it.
Can confirm, speaking of 10 seconds, there's about a turtle coming up soon. Lower quarter of the map. Again, I'd like to echo what Wolf said. Happy anniversary, second anniversary. The Kyrie and Coach Yeb's migration over to Indo.
2 years.
I remember MSC 2022 when Coach Yeb would deny him being part of that backstage crew for Onyx, but now Turtle secured by
The
MP.
King able to do it, followed up by the Tempest of Blades. A lot of damage on a Keyboy there. Keyboy goes down.
Quick response. Fnatic Onyx now on the backside, double kill.
MP pushed back to the tower though. Loopy able to take him. It's a jungle for jungle. Loopy now taking a little damage himself. See You Soon gonna back off, but that's 2 for 2.
All right, See You Soon now showing some teeth here. Do owls have teeth?
Owls, they have beaks.
That's a scary thought, never mind. Going up head-to-head in that turtle fight, securing it, getting a couple kills on the outset as well. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's MP the King who had to suffer it. Again, that shut down his streak, gave a little bit of gold extra to Fnatic Onyx. But it shows that, hey, even if you did give Soul a little bit of hell early on, you have to respect the rest of our map. Again, See You Soon are the Kamai champions. Oh,
Kyrie locks on. There's no escape here. The Finch Boys won't let him get away.
anime fight, anime fight.
That is the mid-sky throwing punches as he Finch poises somewhere else.
With decades worth of grudges on each other. Like,
Oh, yeah.
ancestors.
I love it. I like it. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what the people have been waiting for. Keyboy gonna onward right into an implosion. Keyboy takes a lot of damage. Dude does not want to take another death here. CW drops him on force, followed up by the feathered airstrike. That's 2 for Fnatic Onyx. Raw and Boxy down.
Impressive. Lutpi just straight up. Oh, and there's a Tempest of Blades. MP the King, let me finish my sentence. Lutpi serving up. serving up Boxy into Fnatic Onyx circle. Now it's more of a circle. No longer is this the box meta. It's all about the circle. And look at this, the smile on the young rookie's face. Can I just say I love Lutpi? He redefined, he reinvigorated Fnatic Onyx playstyle.
Yeah, and I think we even saw it through their playoffs, going through some growing pains, you know, figuring some things out, testing, limit bounding, and Onyx now seems to be back in their prime. And I mean, what more could you ask for? There's been this huge meta shift into the Assassins. Kairi should be as comfortable as possible. It's almost like they were meant to come in here and just do their thing.
Destiny is what sent them here to the EWC, to MSC 2024 here in Riyadh. Quick item check. Kairi picked up the Hunter Strike. Lutpi just picked up the Thunder Belt. And that's what explains why he's just so ready to keep going, right? Has to stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. Right?
Anime fights.
Extra stacks, right? It's extra defense. And now on the other side, as MP the King wails away at the turtle once more, they should be getting a little bit of bank as well, given that they are just down about 500 gold. Another turtle given over to the Kamae.
Another turtle was still behind in gold. Fnatic Onyx, you know, making it up in other places consistently. And, you know, first turtle, second turtle, not the end of the world as long as you're able to, you know, put pressure up in the gold lane, put pressure somewhere else. And Fnatic Onyx are doing that very well.
And more than just well, I think they're doing great. They're keeping the gold lead up despite being down on objectives. Lutpi here, dueling against MP the King. Oh, he knows. That's 2 levels, man. He knows.
Yeah, he can't take it, but he can at least escape comfortably. Yeah. Should be okay. And where's Felix right now? He was hanging out up in the top side, gonna make his way back.
He's rotating.
Down. He's rotating,
up and down, up and down. And also something else to note. Trex, can you explain this to me? What's Impure Rage on a Rizzler?
Hey man, you get the big bursts, you get the combos, right? So what you hit the first skill, the boom, the swing, and then burn, and will it pair up with his with the passive from his first skill with the bleed?
Strike.
Yeah, does it pair?
And he is a mana hero. I keep forgetting that for such a chunky boy, Terizla has mana.
That's true. And a lot of them don't nowadays. Yeah. Mana's a thing of the past for a lot of heroes, man. It's all energy.
That's just how old Terizla is.
Yeah, it fits well with him.
I hate it.
It's all part of the lore.
Take us out. Lutpi gets caught by an implosion.
Ooh, nice flicker to get away. Sorry, I'm Felix. Decides not to fully commit. See you soon, taking their time with this and not letting the gold escape them. And I think Felix rotates up this way. The reason we're seeing it is because they really want to fight for this third turtle. They want to make this be a decider. Keyboy taking a lot of damage. The bombardment connects. He flickers back, but it's not enough to get away. The dash through. Lutpi looking for an angle. Kairi gets involved as well.
Lutpi
able to get the Uji. Raw finds Lutpi. Kairi out of there. It's a 3-for-1 though. See you soon on top.
An impressive fadeaway collapse by See You Soon. Yes, they did start the fight. Now they're going to continue. Keep going,
the
MP!
Damage from MP. Sans down. Fnatic Onyx getting backed into the corner.
Michael and Dino. What a beast. That is a multi-time MPL champion from Cambodia, and I love what he's doing here. I love how far he's taken this early pick. Again, that is a Ling picked up first. He's making it work. He's making it worth it.
Golly, no matter what Kairi did, he tries to come in and save the day. He's only able to find 1 kill there. Tempest of Blades just shatters, and See You Soon is playing so tight.
I forgot how delayed that Tempest of Blades came in. I think that was key to winning that fight. He could have easily got bursted down.
Very well played, but Fnatic Onyx going to try to look for a play of their own on the top side. Feathered Airstrike comes down to zone them